anything to happen. 35, Bobby Nato has not picked up a win since July. Looking to even out his season with Marcel Chemin on the outside. And he services not much the field up as you get Chris Smith very hot on the binders in turns number 1 and 2. Very close call for Smith. You see, the driver that he didn't want to get in the back of is, well, Donnie Culprit. And again, that shows the respect between Chris Smith and Donnie Culprit. Both Scarborough guys and both two-time champions pinned fairly close to each other. I think Chris certainly had his interest in hand, and that is not to crumple his nose any more than it is. It really actually isn't, considering at this point. And a good heads-up job by the crew I didn't get a chance to see it after it wrecked into the sandbagging. But still, I'm sure they worked overtime on that one. In short time. Overtime and short time, for sure. But again, doesn't want to get into the guy that he's running for the championship. So 55 and 16 start side by side as to the 23 and the 10 in the third row. And then there's the race for the lead. How did that become the third story here? It's been a good one so far. Bobby Nato's had the upper hand the last 5 or 6 laps. Let's see if he can hold off of turn number 4. Nato brings it. Michael Rand comes in contact with Doug Wolf going into turn number 1. That's going to cause some momentum problems for Rand. Let's Donnie Morris get it from him, but does not give up the inside groove. Rand will have to fight on the inside. Just a little bit as it gets back into Chris Smith mode, going to the outside and starting to pick guys up one by one. Out there we and then it's Chris Smith. Michael Rand spins right in front of the championship leaders. Culprit gets by.
Sally got Chris good.
Smith gets through. And Michael Rand.
Smith got big time that time. No, Sally jumped his left rear quarter.
Sure, now going over to see how Dalton Gagnon is. Probably good to know that he's okay. That's a tough break and a guy that came over from the Oxford Plains Speedway middle of last year, and in this division to run in the top 10 consistently like he did and have some success early on gave him a lot of confidence coming into this season, his first full time at Beech Ridge, and did a wonderful job. Had a great start to the season, and you can certainly just understand the frustration of Michael Rand, who actually, again, came in, had early success at the beginning of this year, led the points for a couple of weeks in June, but since then had slid back a little bit more each week and had a number of things kind of out of their control hamper them in the point standings. Here he is racing with Doug Wolf.